Well, we had initially met when Casey was still operating a farm in Black Mountain. I was at a butcher shop in downtown Asheville, North Carolina, and he supplied meat for us. He was a liaison for poultry and other local vendors, and he also worked at, I guess it was through NC Choices,
That's right.
bringing other vendors, other farmers outside of himself to our shop. So that's how we met. I think the first event we worked at was a pig breakdown, a pig butchery session in Black Mountain at Pisgah Brewery. We did that outdoors and just kind of maintained a semi-professional relationship ever since. And then about a year ago, we got together and started working together with the butcher shop in Black Mountain.
And as a farmer bringing Tyler the pigs, I know he knew more about what they looked like and were doing on the inside. So being able to stand there across the block with him and learn about what he was doing and getting the feedback from the butcher and looking at the meat quality of the pig, of course we make better decisions on the farm. So we immediately attracted each other.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to have that amount of control over the product.
And we've been at the meat conference together ever since, correct?
Yep, every single one. The first one was in Asheville, and I was an attendee at that one, and then the next year he had me come out to Winston-Salem and teach some classes on butchery and charcuterie, and the rest is history, I suppose.
That is history.
Yeah.
And now we see each other, not every morning, but many mornings.
Yeah, many mornings, many afternoons too.
We helped create the meat conference when I was with NC Choices a few years ago now, and really the purpose for doing it at the beginning, the original idea was to bring the supply chain together and kind of help professionalize it, and that everybody gets to come together and connect and for their businesses, and just about the connections like Tyler and I made, and each of us have made with many other people as a result of that, was exactly what we were hoping to accomplish. And I think it's had something to do with the growth of the industry, and it's had something to do with the amount of collaboration that happens in North Carolina among people who are all vying for a pretty small piece of the overall pie of food eaters and meat eaters, as a small portion of that. And so there's a ton of collaboration. I think a lot of it happens here.
Carolina Meat Conference is great because it can apply to two different groups of people. It's very helpful to novices, people who have never touched product before and might be scared to make that initial investment in meat, because meat is very expensive. It allows them to be hands-on and get their feet wet and learn the basic fundamentals that will get them started in learning their own techniques. But on the flip side of that, it's also really good if you have lots of experience, because you're allowed to network and you're able to see how other people in the region and honestly around the country and even the world do their production, and you just get a lot of insight. It's good for the relationships you meet with people. I keep up with some people I've met through the conference over the years. It just gives you a lot of exposure, so that's the best thing.